I'm innocent. I didn't do it. I've maintained that the whole time. I would never do this.
Claim you're innocent, so you tell me what sentence the man or woman that you claim did this should receive.
If you ever find out who did them, they deserve to be under the jail.
Okay. On the crime of malice murder, I sentence you to life in confinement without parole.
Innocent until proven guilty, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So I don't have to worry until the judge finds me guilty or announces that I'm guilty or the jury makes a decision, right? No consequences till then.
Not quite. In fact, the consequences of you just being accused of a crime start at arrest. It starts with you going to jail or getting a notice to appear. If you go to jail, you're gonna have to bond out and you're gonna have to abide by certain pretrial conditions, which are generally set when you go in front of the judge for the first time.
What Phil is saying is that in order to be released pending a trial, you are going to be required to do certain things. Maybe not have contact with the person who's accusing you. That's probably a given. When we talk about innocent until proven guilty, we're talking about a narrow application of law at trial. When you come to a trial of the case, the jurors are told they have to presume you innocent. But the general public doesn't have to presume you innocent. And in Florida, we have a Florida man reputation, right? Here's the reason why. Florida has open sunshine laws that allow public arrest affidavits to be public records. If you are arrested in Florida, anybody can go look it up and see the accusation, even though it hasn't been proven.
Right, and I think one of the most frustrating things is when something hasn't been proven, but the sheriff's office or people just on the internet doing public records requests, they get these videos, they think they're funny, they think that this person's worst moment is hilarious to them, and they post it on the internet.
You know, it's frustrating for a lot of people, but the sheriffs are proud of the fact that they make their arrests, and once they've made their arrests, a lot of times they're gonna put you on their Facebook page. That's legal in Florida, unfortunately. Although you are presumed legally innocent, and certainly if you go to trial, we're gonna ask the jurors, have you seen those Facebook pages? Because if they have, they might have a bias and not be an appropriate juror. But the jurors who hear your case aren't gonna be told about that stuff. It doesn't mean the rest of the public can't figure it out, can't look it up, can't form opinions about it. So innocent until proven guilty is a nice idea, but it's a tough road to go down because once you're arrested, the stigma of an arrest, the legal implications of an arrest apply well before you're ever convicted of a crime.